Hi guys, welcome to Glory Color, my channel for all things art related. So today I'm coming to you with a different kind of video. I know that it's not an art video and I apologize for that, but I ended up hurting my hand pretty badly by playing Wii U far too hardcore, I guess. So yeah, this is a video about a topic that I really like, and that is art books. So I will be talking about the art books that I found during 2015. So it's like my recommendations for the year, and I hope that you like this kind of stuff. It's basically the books that have kind of helped me improve my art or my understanding of art, and also that have inspired me a lot. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first one is this one. This is Color and Light by James Gurney, which is a really good illustrator. He worked in the Dinotopia series, and he has another really good book that I really want to get, which is called Imaginative Drawing. And his style and the way that he works with colors is very, very interesting. And I know that this isn't exactly a book that was released during 2015, but I bought it during that time, so that's why it's here. So the amazing thing about this book is that it breaks down color theory in a very it's very explanatory, and it's also very graphic, and most of it, as in like you can see different values, and he does a lot of breaking down on like types of lighting, which you don't usually get from drawing or painting pictures or painting books. The concept of color accent, so you see it's a very monochromatic picture, but it's balanced by the yellow here and the blue and the green and yellow here. So having just the one color will make these pop off easier. Triads of colors. The combination of warm and cool, which you can find a lot in movie posters. It's very common. So here's also the concept of light fastness, which is, I think, something that people usually overlook, and that's that the longer that your picture is exposed to sunlight, the more the pigments are going to fade. So in this case, which is it's pretty interesting to see, you can see how colored pencil reacts to. By the way, if you hear strange sounds, that's my dog. She's very vocal. So here's watercolors, and this is Schmincke's watercolors at artist grade, so it's like the expensive kind. Here is Prismacolor markers. This is pastel pencils. This is oil, and this is dyes. This is fountain paints, and this is Sharpies. So that's the Color and Light by James Gurney. Next, this is Unnatural Talent by Jason Brubaker, and it says creating, printing, and selling your comic in the digital age. So it basically goes through the whole process of making a graphic novel and what it takes. It breaks down basically most of the steps, but it also kind of inspires you into keep doing it, because it is a very extensive and very overwhelming process. So one of the things that he does is that he spends the first, I think if I remember correctly, he divides the book in quarters. So he spends the first quarter in the things that have to do with producing your comic book. So it talks about things like the perfectionist attitude, and like keep calm and carry on, because it gets overwhelming, like finding your own style and all of that kind of things. It talks about also about you know, story structures. So here we have the hero's journey, and it goes on and on and on, and after a while it just starts weighing down on the options of, for example, be published or self-publish your book. It gives you information about what you need to do if you want to be published or if you want to be self-published, how to build your own audience, and like plugins for your website. So it's very informative and very thorough as the other one. Just this one is a lot of text, so if you're not very if you're not someone who likes to read like tons of information, like I can recommend wholeheartedly the audiobook, because it was so good, and it really motivated me to try and do this soon. Like it truly did. So yeah, Unnatural Talent by Jason Brubaker. The other one that I have here is Art Inc. by Lisa Congdon. This one says the essential guide for building your career as an artist. The thing is that I've been working as a designer for some time, but I really like the art aspect of what I do. Like I like drawing and I like painting and that kind of thing, and I always had like this weird perception that my art wasn't good enough to put out there. So this was a gift by a friend, and one of the reasons why I wanted this book so badly, because I asked for it, was because I felt like I was standing on the edge of something that I didn't really understand. Like I could see people doing things, but I couldn't really understand the actions behind everything, and this book does a good job of breaking that down. So it just helps you mentalize that your work is worth it, and also find venues and the way that you can find your voice to connect to an audience. And it basically it's a guide for you to start thinking about this as a career rather than a hobby. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, this is a really good book to read. It's just something that you can keep in hand as a good reminder of steps to follow and actions to take. So yeah, this is a good one as well. This is the book Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is, by the way, one of my favorite series ever. So yeah, it just goes through the whole development period, early development of the characters. I think that I read in a book that most of these drawings were done basically for the pitch to Nickelodeon, and when they bought it, that's when they started, working on the rest of the thing. I think that this one was one of those that was part of the initial pitch to Nickelodeon when Brian and Mike were selling the idea. So yeah, it goes through the first season and everything related to it, like all of the designs and the keys of the animation, the environments, the layout work. It's just so good. It has so many things, like creature design and more environments, even more character design. And one of the things that I really like about Avatar is the fact that they had a lot of different body types. Most of the kids or the main characters were just kids, so they were around the same body type, but all of the adults were different, so it was a very colorful world. Animation keys, for example, you have here the comparison of the black and white layout and then the painted version, and it's just so freaking amazing to see. So then you have the second season, which is Earth, and everything related to that, all of the designs that led to Toph, which is my favorite character. More storyboards. This is one of my favorite scenes ever, and this is the one where the blind bandit fights the boulder. And then you have the information for the third season, yeah, which is Fire, and everything related to the Fire Nation. And it's so good. Like, you can see really rough sketches of storyboards, which I always like to see, because sometimes you just see all of the finished pieces and you forget that the process isn't exactly pretty. Like, the way that they start their drawings is very messy, and that's good. People shouldn't be scared of messy stuff. So yeah, it's fantastic, and I really like it, and I'm very grateful to the friend that gave it to me. The thing is that now I feel the need that I have to buy Cora's books, and that's 4 of them, and I'm like, wow, that's so much money. But I really need it because this one can't be alone. So yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender, this is a good one as well. And then we have this one, which is from a game that I enjoy playing, and that's Final Fantasy XIV. And this is the art of Eorzea, which contains all of the art related to, I think, 2.0 until, I think, 2.4, like the patches. There's a lot of information in here, a lot of content. I think it was for around a year and a half, and it's so good. Oh my god. Okay, so it basically has most of the art from Unreal Reborn, and you have a lot of promo art, lots and lots of promotional art, beautiful stuff. Gosh, and then it breaks down into character designs. So here are the arts of all of the different classes and jobs, and then it goes into the breakdown of every single one of them, like different races, like the NPCs, main characters. This is Merwib, one of my favorite. This is another one of my favorite characters. Oh my god, I love her so much. So yeah, the different classes and how their outfits break down, and the accents and everything like that. And then it goes into more outfits and weapons, and lots of weapons, and lots of weapons, tons of items. It's just so freaking great. Gosh, so much stuff. More items and more items. So if you ever need reference of something, you can find it here. Everything is here. So here you see the reference of the different tools that the crafting classes use. It's also pretty darn cool. And then you have the accessories and more accessories, and then you have the creature design. And Garuda, you're so freaking cool. My bae. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm just rambling. I just love this game so much, but also this book is so freaking amazing. Um, so yeah, breaking down of the different monsters, more monsters, more monsters, more creatures, more stuff. So much. I was going to say a very rude thing, but yeah, so much crap. Wow, there's so much things, so much stuff here. Um, and after that, you have all of the items for the Choco, and then minions, which are your little pets that you have around, and then you have the housing section, and you have environments, and it's just wow, just breaks down every single house design, and then it goes into conceptual art, and then it goes into, oh, can you just show me the thing? It goes into furniture, so if you ever need, I don't know, reference for furniture, there's stuff here that is just so pretty to look at. And then it goes into the world, which has to do with all of the environments, and it breaks down the different areas of every single city, and it's just so freaking thorough. It's so good. One of my favorite areas as well. It's just so pretty. More environments, more environments, more environments, more environments. Like you even have the insides of dungeons here. It's just so thorough. It's so complete. It has every single thing that has to do with the book. It's like, I mean, with the game, and it's nice to see, because you usually don't see this amount of work like in any art book. It's usually very spare, like it's basically the best pieces put sparingly, but the amount of art and work that was put into this game is so freaking massive that they just integrated every single thing here so you could see it, and it's just fantastic. So here are the rough sketches, which are freaking beautiful, so I'm like, what? More roughs, more designs. And yeah, and then it goes to the additional art, which is basically the art that they use for the updates and things like that. So there's a lot of pretty art here as well, but it's just basically from the start to the end, it's just, gosh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. It doesn't end. It's like, I don't know how many freaking pages are here. Like 303 pages of beautifulness. So I just pre-ordered the one that has to do with the expansion, because I like this one so much, and I'm looking forward to getting it on February. So if you're interested in me flipping through it so you can see it, please let me know down below, because I think that this book, and hopefully the one that has to do with the expansion, even if you don't play the game, works perfectly as a reference, because there's so much stuff in here. It's just insane. And then last but not least, I would say that one of the things that really inspired me during this year was basically the One Punch Man anime, but also the manga, because he's like, Yusuke Murata is one of my favorite mangakas. So I decided that I wanted to start collecting every single one of the numbers, right? So I got them all, because why not? I don't know if the fourth one is out yet. I have to check that out. But basically, I mean, what the hell? It's so freaking great. And he is so good at perspective and effects and just pretty much everything that I like looking at his art when I'm trying to figure out, you know, perspectives, because he really is like a master at it. And I noticed that when I was reading I Shield 21, which is my favorite manga of all time, and he definitely polished his style even more for this one. So it's just beautiful to look at and pretty darn cool as well. Very funny. So yeah, One Punch Man, good read, good watch, good stuff. Everything is pretty, everything is beautiful. Gosh, okay. I just can't, I just can't. I can't talk normally when I'm rambling about, you know, Yusuke Murata and Final Fantasy XIV. I just lose my shit. So I know it wasn't really a particularly informative video. I guess that it was just me rambling and fangirling about stuff that I like. But I think that that's good, because in a way you kind of get to know me a little bit better. And anyway, the thing is that these are good, really good books that if you're looking for reference or information, you could refer back to. So if you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe. As I said, I'm going to try to put 2 videos next week, and I'm sorry for the monster eyes behind me. She just does all of those noises in the middle of the night, because it's freaking, what, midnight? Yeah, it's midnight. So yeah, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter as Glory Color, and on Instagram as Glory Colors. And I hope that you have a great weekend. Yes, weekend. So yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.